Yeah, I'm good. I'm probably going to dump this table and then my drink on top of that. But yeah,
Good.
we're working on it. We're going to be good.
We're back with another episode of Through Thick and Thin.
Yep, that we are.
How you doing?
Doing well. Yourself?
Feeling thin.
Feeling thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have that often?
Yeah,
Days, I have days where I feel like twice my size.
Shit.
And then I have days where I feel twice less my size.
Yeah, after a good poop, after some magnesium.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we talk about that, dude?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah. So, been taking magnesium for about 3 weeks now.
Okay.
It started off with like hardcore liquid diarrhea. Like it would just all of a sudden come on. My stomach would just, you got to go now.
Start to rumble.
You got to go now. And now it stopped.
Actually?
Yeah.
And you're good now?
Yeah, it's like normal.
Because if I remember at one point on the weekend, you vanished.
I had, yeah, I had to take a bar poop, and those are not pooping at a bar. That is not, is not a good thing. But hey, that was my first time I've ever done that.
Actually, yeah.
I always try to not.
It was early too, so were you safe? Like, was it nice?
No, the bar was, well, like
the bathroom was it clean?
It was semi-clean, but there was absolute degenerates in there, like creatures.
What were they doing?
Well, there was one guy who was throwing up in the stall next to me. He was been in there for 45 minutes. Every now and then his buddies would come in and check up on him.
He's just puking.
Yo, Dale, you okay in there, man? All I heard was, he's good. Yeah. And then they'd leave and then continue doing what they were doing. He'd come in and check on him every 10 minutes or something.
As long as he makes enough noise to let you know he's alive.
Funny. It was funny. And then one time he wasn't responding.
Oh, no.
And they lifted and looked over. Oh, yeah, Dale's good. And then I'm like, wow. And I was all experiencing this while I'm on the can.
Hate to be Dale.
Yeah. And it was so hot in that bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a sweater on. I had a toque on. I was fighting demons. I was battling demons.
Did you wear a T-shirt into there, though? You did have a T-shirt.
Yeah, a T-shirt under my sweater. But I wore my sweater in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I was wearing a sweater the whole night.
Are you really?
Yeah, man.
Holy smokes. Because, it was cooking in that place.
I was wearing what you would call a pump cover.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Rock on, dude. Muscles and stuff. Do you think you could take on a UFC fighter?
Depending on which one. Like
you know what? I'm willing to say
Hezbollah? I could take on Hezbollah.
I guess he's signed by the UFC, yeah. You think you could, though?
He'd probably pull out a knife. Yeah. He'd probably pull out a knife. I don't know. I don't think.
You think a female? You could take one of the females?
No, I don't either. That's a tough thing to get into, you know?
Like this conversation or
fighting females.
Thought maybe you were just hurting from the... This is a tough conversation to get into when you start talking about not being able to beat up females.
Yeah. Yeah, but if it was, let's say... I think if I had one other guy, I think we could do it. Like if me and you, we could probably fight someone and win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Just on pure, we have more limbs.
Yeah, and less experience to know what we're doing wrong. You know.
If you that should help us.
We throw everything at them.
we'd both
everything but the kitchen sink.
If they can survive more than a minute and a half, we're screwed.
Oh yeah. We get. For me, probably I'd gas out in maybe 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm 45 seconds.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so it might be 30.
Cardio's not spectacular. Either.
I walk.
Yeah.
As long as we're fighting at walking speed, that's all. Yeah. Just slow. Let's just move slow. Oh, dude. What do you think? What would you rather be, choked out or knocked out?
Probably knocked out.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't see it coming. You would. Because the sense of getting choked out.
Yeah.
Oof,
but I think choked out, once you wake up, you're good. You get a sense of euphoria.
I guess, yeah.
Knocked out, you're probably getting a pounding headache for 3 days.
I guess, yeah. I don't know, just that panic though of not being able to breathe would.
Yeah, that part would be rough for sure.
It'd scare the crap out of me.
But a shin to the head or something to knock you out.
You wouldn't know what's coming though. You just all of a sudden, ding.
Yeah,
you would see it out of the corner. You're like, oh shit.
But you can't do math after.
I can't do math now.
Oh, fair enough.
So maybe
you can do math after.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be able to do this.
Yeah, I got the CTE plus. Better.
Yeah. Plus minus. Yeah. Bed mass. The CTE bed mass. Yeah. Shit, dude. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'd get choked out though. I think I would take getting choked out.
How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. We went to that emo night, which was quite the crowd.
What did you think of that?
It was good. It was, I have to give credit to the people that were there. Everybody was having a good time.
I've never been in a place where everyone is on the same page.
Like, and explain I know what you mean, but
like, so we went, I got like this notification that Winnipeg was having an emo night at the Park Theater. So me and Pelle, being the emos we are, because it's not just a phase, Mom, rolled up, packed up in the old rental there of his, and
the Ford Fusion,
and away we went. And we were dressed the part. We looked.
Yeah, hang on. Hopefully they're listening to this. Our two friends, were dressed to go to like an American Eagle after party or something.
No, they were like maybe doing some emails. They were working.
What's the deal with
they were working that night, dude. They were like, they just got out of the office or something. I don't know what. Yeah.
Anyways,
jokes on them, because at least they stuck out.
Yeah, we fit
in with those animals. So yeah. Dude, that night was a movie, dude.
Oh jeez.
Jeez. I just remember passing the street of the where the event was, and looking at the people lined up there, and I'm like, wow, this is not what I was expecting.
No, dude, it was.
There was a mix of 18-year-olds to 60-year-olds.
Yeah, did you see those 6-year-olds again?
No,
after
I didn't.
Being in the line,
no, they're dead.
They might have just died. But it was interesting, yeah, because I mean the crowd. How would you describe it though, like in a nice way? Shout out to anybody who was at that emo night. If you're listening to this podcast for some reason, this isn't about you.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I should have known that it was going to be like that, but a part of me was like, oh, it'll be professional adults.
Yeah, just kind of reliving their younger years.
And it was none of that.
No, these people were still living it.
Yeah.
They weren't reliving anything.
No.
They never got out of it.
They were still in it. And at one point, I remember I had a guy come up to me, and he's like, you look like you're not having fun, man. You want to have some fun? And he looked at me in the eyes. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I got hard stuff if you want. And I'm like, no, I'm actually sober. Sorry. I just recently,
yeah.
And then he's like, oh, more power to you, man. And he gave me like a hug.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, wow. All right.
That's the crowd, though, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's the crazy part is it's a DJ. DJing these songs, and there's still a mosh pit going on in the middle.
That mosh pit was, by the end of the night, that mosh pit was pissing me off.
Oh yeah,
I'm up front. I'm just getting
because there's 3 people
every time.
By the end of the night, when it first started, it was good. It was fun. Everybody's like, yeah, this is kind of a thing for a bit. And then by the end of the night, it was like, okay, there's 3 dudes doing this still, and it's just annoying now.
Yeah. And it was a DJ on a stage.
And it was a DJ on a stage.
We were moshing. But the smell in there, I could not make it.
It was musty.
It was musty, like your grandparents' basement.
Yes, that's like.
But with the heat turned up.
It's like you could smell whatever was trapped in the walls, kind of thing.
Or in people's skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Well, there's a lot of fabric in there.
That's true. Yeah, a lot of excess fabric as well.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that place, and it was. It only took you like 40 minutes to get a drink, which was kind of cool. That was. Yeah,
you were kind of getting.
Well, I was sweating. Dude. Yeah, I was sweating in that line, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna soak through this sucker.
And then you got your drinks. Took a while.
Yeah,
and I remember at one point we were all watching the mosh pit happen.
Yeah.
And I just had 3 drinks in my hands.
Yeah, because we had to get in there.
And away you guys went.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Yeah. And then Bryce came back, grabbed his drink. You guys all eventually came back.
Yeah.
And just covered in whatever drinks you guys were in that mosh pit. There's maybe some pee.
Oh, yeah, I pissed on myself.
And then
in the mosh pit.
Yeah, dude. And then Bryce, our buddy, he had a drink in his hand. He grabbed it from me, and then I don't know, 5 seconds later, he just vanished. He just disappeared. into the crowd. I saw him smile.
Oh yeah, smiling.
He had a smile on his face and a drink, and then also it was like the demons wrapped his hands around him and just dragged him in. And he was good. He was smiling the whole time. Yeah, he's just like, to hell we go, baby.
Yeah, man. It was good. I thought it was fun.
It was great. Yeah, that was a good night.
Yeah, it was good. We got home. That's probably the latest night I've had in, man, it must be years.
Want to know what's really gross? After being in that whole place, sweating my ass off with other people's sweat, went straight to bed.
Oh, I did too, man.
Slept like a baby.
It was 4:30 in the morning. I was not about to shower.
Driving back might have been a little eager, but.
What do you mean? Oh, like driving
home after. Yeah.
Yeah, that was late.
But hey,
we made it.
Worked out. I definitely will sleep better at home. Doesn't matter what time it is.
Yes. Just knowing too, like, it's a lot easier to get up and get moving and stuff, knowing you don't have to be any, like, there's not a checkout time of like a hotel or Airbnb or something like that.
And like the shitty hotel shampoos and stuff. Like,
yeah. I'll agree with that. Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. I'm like a senior citizen though. I just take years to recover from all that stuff. Actually, I felt pretty good the next day. Worked out, kind of went through my day, but it's just like I was just tired after that. I was like, holy smokes.
And I remember trying to, like, I wasn't trying to talk to chicks, but I was like watching people try to talk to chicks. It was rough.
You're just a viewer?
I was a viewer. I was watching, and there was maybe 60% dudes, 40% girls.
Yeah, and there's a lot of couples, which was kind of, it was kind of cute.
Mm-hmm. A lot of couples. I saw one couple like absolutely make out to Mr. Brightside. Yeah, and I just about cried. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
You're just standing.
Yeah, I was gonna clap, dude. There's like a mosh pit behind them, and they're just in this middle, just making out. I'm like, wow, that's passion right there.
Should have dumped your drink on them.
Ooh, yeah. Should have got my flashlight and shined a spotlight on them.
Oh, jeez. Waved it in the air.
Yeah.
How did nobody do that, eh?
I don't know. Someone tried to
start like oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, and people were dancing. Like, we got in there fairly early, and there was like not very many people in there, but they were the people that were in there were already on the dance floor, just cutting a rug, as they say.
Yeah,
head down, arms up.
Yeah, flailing.
That's the emo move, eh? Or the ecstasy move. One of the
it's like you're skydiving, but on concrete.
Yeah, you're looking at the ground, but your hands are looking for the Lord.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, man. Anything else happened in your week so far?
Got my truck fixed. Got it all the seals redone on it.
Nice.
A couple ball joints.
Now it's running.
It's running good. Yeah. Got the differential fluid exchanged.
Nice. What'd they give you for it?
Nothing. I had to pay them actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Hate when that happens.
Yep.
Eh?
Yep. Oh, I got just a booger chilling here. Hopefully you don't see it on camera, but.
If you do, zoom in. Oh, jeez.
Let me just grab that.
Oh,
God. Dang it.
You're going to do this on camera, eh?
Well, it's agitating me, dude.
All right.
Can you see it?
No.
No? I'm just going to push
this
it back
is
in
ridiculous.
There. All right. Well,
I feel like
it's gone now.
I feel like you're getting fired up at me.
Yeah, I'm mad because it tickles my nose. Do you know when you breathe through your nose and it flutters? No. I can feel that. I can feel that.
I don't know what is it?
It flutters. The booger in my nose is fluttering and it's tickling the inside of my nose.
Just firing you.
So yeah. Yep.
You just throw some shit.
Yeah.
Try vaping through it.
Yeah, that'll work.
You thought about it.
I thought about it. Yeah, I'm like, maybe that'll fix it. Speaking of boogers in my nose, dude. I went for lunch last week at the Spence Brothers Pizza or whatever to get a couple slices and a soda.
Okay.
And at some point in me, the line, I had a booger right here on my nose and I could feel it. Okay. And I didn't want to, because I was right at the cashier.
Okay.
I didn't want to like grab it and then like have her look at me like, what am I doing with that? Okay. So I stiffed it. It was on my like mustache and I got my pizzas and my drink. And I the whole time I was head down though. I was like autistic. I was like trying not to look at her because otherwise she would like see the.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'll have 2 pepperonis and a Diet Coke
and some self-confidence. If you
Thanks. And I tapped and I walked out head down, trying not to get like that thing. Oh,
Jesus.
Got it. Oh my goodness.
Everybody,
Sorry about that, folks, but duty called, you know?
Duty called.
Nature's calling.
This guy's going to scratch his ass.
Sniff it probably.
Pick a dingleberry. Roll it up in your fingers and flick it against the freaking wall.
Can't win them all, right? We're just human beings, right?
We are,
all,
which is kind of crazy. We're just animals,
just raccoons living in life's dumpster, you know?
Amen, brother. I was going to ask you, after this weekend, emo night, right? What other nights do you think would be fun? Like themed nights in terms of like...
Well, our town is having
Jeez, what is this?
What is a Latina party night, right?
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm not Latina, but I could probably dress up and
you would be considered Latino if you were Mexican.
That's if I identified that way. Yeah.
Yeah. You prefer Latina?
Yep. Okay. If I'm Mexican, for sure.
Then you'd be cute. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
I think we are having that. You got any other ones that you'd be like, hey, I'd be down for this?
Pop punk, but with bands, like cover bands.
Live cover bands. Yeah, live music's always better,
way better. And I feel like emo and pop punk, you can sing it so shittily.
Yeah,
and it's better almost.
Yeah, it can be bad.
Yeah,
and
it's still good. Yeah,
and there's something about live bands that it feels like there's a lot less requirement to. Like with a DJ, it feels like it's like more of that club kind of feeling. Where a band, it feels like you can. There's times where you can just relax and watch the music and.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
To be participating in
especially
anything.
For me.
Yeah.
I
honestly prefer that, like the band thing. It's also cool to see people good at stuff. Mm-hmm. Like if the band is decent.
Oh, I thought you meant the DJ. I'm like, I don't know if there was a lot of skill there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she was just clicking buttons. Thing is just up there, which was weird that it was on just a stage.
It was it was pretty like there's a lot going on considering it was just a DJ
with a picnic table.
Yeah.
Shit, we should start a DJ band.
And then every now and then, like Gabriel Iglesias would just come out and do a little dance.
Yeah,
you notice that?
Yeah, that little Latino guy,
that short chubby dude.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there, dude.
He wanted you to take your shirt off though at one point.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And then the guy with the big beard said, "Dude, you don't got to do that." And I was like, "No, I'm not gonna." He was like, "Yeah, good idea." And I'm like, "Thanks, brother."
Yeah. I thought he was gay, but he was not because I saw him making out with the DJ's friend.
Yeah, I see. I think he was though. I think maybe
they just make out,
hanging out. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like you and your friends though.
Yeah, that's true. We just casually make out every now and then.
That would be hilarious, dude.
Yeah, we're not. We're just friends.
Next time you get pizza at Spence Brothers.
Yeah.
You should
make out with the person behind me.
If you got a booger or something, it's
distraction.
To cover it up.
Yeah, just a distraction.
She won't notice. If I randomly make out with this person behind me, I should be good.
Yeah. Of a 2-pep and whatever's on her palate. Like I'm drunk.
I think they should do like a dad rock night.
Divorce dad rock. Yeah, but isn't that just emo music?
It kind of is, but it's a little bit more.
It needs more like Creed vibes,
yeah,
right?
It's a little slower.
Yeah, like something that would be played on like an NHL game menu.
Yeah.
Or like an NFL play, like Madden 2K, some sort of stuff like that from 2006.
Yeah, like we're talking Creed. I mean, you could put Seether in there. They could
Puddle of Mud.
Puddle of Mud.
Drowning Pool.
Stained.
You
could put Nickelback, I think, in that too.
Yeah, you could. You could probably. Sure. Could you do Deftones?
You could do Deftones. Theory of a Dead Man.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
3 Days Grace.
3 Days Grace. Yeah, I would throw it in there.
Yeah.
You could do Linkin Park. Too.
Rise Against.
That's getting on the cusp, but I'd count it.
Yeah.
There's some young dads out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in for that.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Any other nights you can think of that you'd like? Just a metal night.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I think I'd feel sick by the end of it.
Why?
Just that sound. I got a tattoo to metal once.
Yeah.
Like loud metal music the whole time.
Must be terrifying.
6 hours, dude. I was so anxious. Like at first I'm like, I can deal with this.
Yeah.
And then by the end it just and I was in so much I was in pain.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I want this to be over. And this guy is just this speaker is just yelling at me.
What if that was his tattoo gun making that noise?
Oh, dude, then shoot me with it. Put one to the dome.
Put the long needle in there, that extra long one.
Yeah. I'm trying to tattoo my brain.
Yeah.
Dang. I feel like that's in a song. Tattoo my brain. That's got to be in a punk song. Probably. Tattoo my brain. Oh, do you see, speaking of punk, do you see Blink-182's coming out with an album?
Yes.
The last one, eh?
Yeah. Did you hear a couple like teasers and stuff?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Dude, it sounds good.
Yeah, man. I watched a little trailer of it and everything.
Made me cry.
Yeah, it's so bitch, too. Like punk music.
Yeah. Well, Travis, they were like talking about his plane crash, right?
Yeah.
And on his guy getting sick. He's like, yeah, it's got a whole
backstory, dude. It's
good.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's one of those things like liking punk music, or especially pop punk. It's like you just can't think about it too much, and you can't talk about it a lot. You just listen to it, and
you have to talk about it with certain crowds, like certain people.
And then if you show it to the wrong person, and then you listen to it, like they're listening to it, you're like, oh, this isn't very good.
Do you ever like I always tend when I listen to music, I try to flex my discography of music.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like, and it never. People just think I'm weird.
Can you give me an example? Like, what would you?
Like, I'll go from Garth Brooks,
to
Slipknot, and then I'll bring it back to Avicii.
Yeah, okay. I could see that being a conflict.
And then it's just like, oh. Yeah. But then I also realized it fits me personally because I gotta move. I gotta shake it up every now and then. I can't
this guy
don't want to get too calm in one genre.
This guy lives on the when iTunes used to have the 30-second samples.
Oh yeah,
he lives on
I had a few of those just
so you didn't have to buy the whole song. You nice. Just have 30 seconds. Oh, I love this one.
And I thought about that too because now I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't get a tattoo because if I do,
you'll just
as soon as I get it, I'll hate it.
Yeah,
I'll be like, oh, this isn't.
Put it somewhere you can't see it.
Yeah.
So your feet, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, my feet. Thanks. Yeah. I never sit down, hey? Fucking guy.
You're just gonna roast me on that.
Good one.
Fuck this guy.
Good one, dude. Yeah. I got nothing. I got nothing. I can't.
Do you know where I got these from?
Oh, you stole it off of a gypsy or what?
No, I got these from the Olympics, dude. I played for the basketball team. Look at that.
Yeah, those are pretty sweet. Yeah.
Me and Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr?
Coach of the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah. Okay. Wasn't he a Bull at one point?
Yeah, he was a Bull.
Yeah. Did you play with him?
Not in the NBA. I was more of in the European League.
Okay. Yeah, that checks out.
I was a backup on the bench.
Yeah.
Point guard, you know.
Yeah. Make sure their points were sharp, Tay.
Yeah, man. So what else has been new?
Nothing really.
Nothing. Okay.
No.
Okay. Anything you need to touch base on today? How's your sobriety doing? Your September sobriety?
Good. We're we're almost 10 more days left, 11 more days left, then we're...
Are you going to go buck wild on the 11th day?
That's what I'm worried about, man. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Being at that event that we went to, I was like, shit, this would have been way better if I had some drinks in me.
Yeah.
Because being sober and with all those odd people was kind of tough. But hey, I did it. Made it through. Got us back home. All that was great. What I really like about being sober is, I don't want to be here. I'll go home.
Yeah, you can just leave.
I love that.
Yeah. Why do you think that's been my signature move?
Shit, that's awesome.
Last 10 years.
It's like, it's 2 a.m. I don't want to be here.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, if you leave, like, let's say instead of 2, you leave at like 12, guess what? Don't have to drive anybody.
That's true. Yeah.
Wait till 2 and watch them drive themselves.
Yeah, there they go. Yeah, wow, look at this.
You didn't even go home.
Yeah, you're watching them leave.
Oh, this isn't gonna be good. He's got two DUIs already.
Yeah. Giving them commentary.
You're calling the cops. Yeah. You're narking your friends.
As you should, as a good person should. Yeah.
I still stand by the point. Me and Torrie used to live about 3 houses apart. And one idea that I had one day was that Torrie comes over to my house, which is three doors down the street, and he just gets obliterated, just drinks way too much. And then because we're fairly close, we see if he can make it the 3 doors down driving his car. I feel like that's safe, right?
You set up pylons or something? Like we just have a little course?
I don't think at that point you'd care if there's pylons.
It would be fun if they made like a giant parking lot.
Yeah.
And like as like MPI did like a thing to show you how you're not. This sounds dumb and crazy.
This is awesome. I'm with you, dude.
And you could like even in Vegas. I feel like something in this would happen in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, you get unlimited drinks and they give you keys and you sign a waiver.
And you got to try and do a racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be unbelievable. That's a great idea. And they could do it like they could progress it too, like with different drugs.
It's just you. You don't have to worry about anybody else. You sign your waiver. Or if you injure yourself, kill yourself, it's on you.
You know what'd be funny?
That'd be sweet.
They put the pylons out to make it look like a course.
Yeah.
And then when you hop in the car, it's just a straight line, and they see if you can make it to the end.
And like what they'll do, they'll take pictures of the car before and the car after.
Yeah. And then they could test that. They could take like 5 people drinking, and then next week we'll be back. Episode 2, LSD.
Yeah, and they just run it through.
See which one people can drive the best.
Do like a driving study on it. Yeah.
Watch one of them. People will drive like way better.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, we can't air this.
No, we can't.
We can't. This isn't good.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat.
That would be good. Someone said too. Like,
don't drink and drive.
Yeah,
by the way.
Don't do that.
Do not drink and drive.
That's a bad choice.
It's a bad idea.
Are you excited for the as you say Latina night? Are you gonna
Latin night? Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Do you know when it is actually? I don't know when it is.
October 8th.
All right.
Yeah,
we'll see you there.
Yeah, I think it's October 8th.
Yeah.
I mean, your wife is putting it on. You would think you would know.
Well, no, she'll just tell me when I'm supposed to go.
Show.
She'll just
how much you care.
She'll be like, "Okay, it's time to go," and I'll be like, "Okay,
all right, yeah, perfect.
On my way.
On my way."
There'll be some hustle and bustle around the house. A bunch of people I don't know there probably for a little while.
Ooh, nice.
And then I'll be like, "What do I do?"
I'm gonna go sit in the sauna.
Usually that checks
out.
Go hide. Lay on the bed.
Yeah.
Just be like, stay out of their way. Stay out of their way.
And they're all just kind of whispering shit about you.
Yeah.
Why is he so fucking weird? God, I hate coming to this house because her husband's so fucking weird.
I hope he doesn't look at us. Hey, Pelle, how's it going? Fuck.
God.
Yeah, things have been good. Things have been good. How's the gym? Okay.
You're looking bigger, pal. You all grown up?
Did I ever tell you this story?
I remember when you were this big. Yeah, shit like that.
I remember coming over to your house once, and I hadn't seen your mom in a while. And I went to the door to see where you were. And the first thing your mom says to me, "Huh, your neck's a lot bigger." And I was like, "Is Torrie home?" She's like, "You must be working out." I was like, I guess that's a repercussion.
Yeah.
Actually,
she's
no,
probably
I
hitting on you, bro.
Good girth on that neck.
Yeah, that's probably what was happening.
Probably. Checks out.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, well, your mom did that.
Your mom did that.
My mom did that to you.
Yeah. What did my mom do?
She would double down on me.
What would she say?
She would never call me like big. No, that's a lie. I'm making up lies here. My mom was great. It was always my dad that was kind of like, "Torrie, you should lose some weight, eh? Might help your back, might help your feet, might help." So yeah, you're right, Dad.
Did he start running you?
No, he didn't. He would just keep dropping like little tidbits there. But then my mom would double down and get me donut holes for dessert and like a whole carton. I would just muck them. It was so good. Dang.
I just remember you eating Milk Duds.
Milk Duds, yeah, those were good.
I've never had a Milk Dud in my life.
I feel like that's a British thing for me to do. Very British. Want a Milk Dud, pal? You want a Milk Dud? Yeah.
Oh, dude!
Now we're just duds with no milk. Okay? Damn.
I'd get candy and stuff, and then you'd be like, "Milk Duds, please."
Yeah, black licorice, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah.
Here, I got some news for you.
Oh, okay.
Michigan police rescue woman from outhouse toilet after dropping Apple Watch. So it's just a reminder not to go climb into outhouse toilets.
You know what they say, apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right?
This is disgusting. First responders had to rescue a woman trapped inside the outhouse toilet trying to retrieve her Apple Watch.
Let's be honest here. She dropped that watch in there on purpose.
Hear this. The woman was heard yelling for help and told first responders she dropped her watch and couldn't get it out. Oh my goodness.
This is a bad porno.
I was going to say, this is the really worst porno I've ever seen.
Yeah, a little chat play.
Police said, if you lose an item in an outhouse toilet, do not attempt to venture inside the containment area. Serious injury may occur. Huh.
Who would have thought, right? I bet you she put it there on purpose. She probably took that off and dropped it in because she's a little sicko.
Yeah, that can't be good. Like, what would you drop in an outhouse toilet and get? Like, what would be that important? Like, what's your cap?
Probably like my mother's urns. My mother's ashes or something.
You're still alive's mother's ashes.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing them in the outhouse to begin?
Always have them on me, you know.
Just an urn?
Never.
Or would you do a necklace?
Oh yeah, no
necklace.
Well, maybe. But although, like,
your phone.
If I dropped $1,000 in the shitter, I'm gonna grab it.
I know that's but have you seen some of them though? They're deep, dude.
Yeah, but if it's let's say $1,000 in like $20 bills,
and they all flew all over.
I'm not. I don't know. You might grab a few if the cleaner ones, but if it was like $1,000 rolled up in a bunch, I could just get in and get out.
Yeah,
I'd probably do
still
it.
Gross. You got to reach in there.
But you claw action it.
Yeah, but you got to reach your arm down there.
No, like you just gotta, and then it's like operation. You know, you hit the sides.
What if it's American money? Are you leaving it or are you getting it? Because it's gonna soak it in.
I'm grabbing it.
Yeah. Okay. Cell phone.
No.
It's gone.
It's gone. Yep.
Okay. So your cap is probably around $1,000. That's where you're capping it.
Depends how new my cell phone. If I just got it, might be doing it. But if I drop my phone now, currently that I have, I'll just get
it's gone. Yeah. Are you out of contract or?
Yep. Yeah, I just have it now.
Just doesn't mean anything to you anymore.
No. Nothing means anything to me anymore.
Are you gonna get a new one soon?
I hope to. Yeah, this one's kind of cracked up and kind of looks a little
dull,
little sketchy.
Can you just use your company phone?
I can, but I'd rather not, just because I don't know. Just doesn't. It seems weird.
Yeah, that does. I would. Are you gonna get an iPhone?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, not joining that cult.
It's not bad.
Communist cult.
Okay. What about it don't you like the most?
How everyone that owns an iPhone has never owned anything else to compare anything else to. They just compare other iPhones to other iPhones.
I used to have different phones.
Yeah. Yep. So. Why'd you get an iPhone?
I really like the AirDrop feature. That was nice.
You also have a Mac at when you got that, right?
I had the Mac a long time before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What was your point with that?
Nothing. I just Apple people. Huh? Apple.
What was your point?
In the Apple universe, you know?
Yeah, it is. They do really hook you there. Yeah. I don't use anything together, but I could see why you would. Like you got Apple TV, you can just stream it. You got your Apple MacBook. I've never done it, but
that and you're kind of like an influencer, fitness influencer, so you need like a good camera and stuff.
Yeah, but the Samsungs and stuff have good cameras. So.
They do, but the software doesn't translate to Instagram and Snapchat.
You'd be amazed how much an iPhone mangles up videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oversaturates them, in my opinion. But yeah, what is our friend who does social media? What does he use? An iPhone?
He uses a Sony
phone or
Sony camera.
Yeah, but I mean when he used to do it on his phone.
He used his iPhone. Yeah. That's like if you have an Android, you have to take pictures with the Android in its own camera system and then just upload them from your gallery to Instagram or to Snapchat. You don't want to use the direct software.
It doesn't work as good?
It doesn't work as good, no.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. I mean, this phone's been pretty good. It hasn't done any weird things. I had an Android phone that did some weird stuff. And that
you
was
also
the end of it.
were like weird with Androids though. You would like do like Google Pixels when they first came out.
Yeah, they were good phones.
Yeah, but that's a brand new phone company. You're just
I mean, HTC made them.
Yeah. HTC. Wow,
Yeah, I had HTC phones before
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
Huh.
They were good, man.
That's interesting. I always forgot. I forgot about HTC. That's funny.
They were good phones. The Nexus phone was good.
See, I've always owned Samsungs, so I was kind of stuck with Samsungs. And then I did own an iPhone, and I didn't really like. I had a few iPhones, so I was like, it's kind of all the same.
With the iPhones, yeah, I agree. Like
It's
they
just
don't seem much
repackaged
different. They just
somehow.
seem slower. Like the older ones just seem like they get
Yeah.
slower. That's the only thing that changes. Which is they really hoop people too on like you have to get the new one.
Yep, and your battery all of a sudden magically starts draining faster, which they've been caught. That
They do that
did you
on
hear
purpose.
about that? They do that on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's kind of annoying.
Yep.
Doesn't Samsung didn't they used to make parts for iPhones batteries maybe? Samsung
Screens.
batteries? Screens, yeah.
Yeah, the screens were originally Samsung screens. Do you know, and like no offense to people that have Apple Watches, but kind of agitate me.
Why? What are you doing?
Just checking my Apple Watch. How many steps did I have in today?
Hey, I wear a Garmin.
Yeah, Garmin's are cool though because it's like a athletic thing. Like it's like it's cool.
It's military.
It's like I can go bike, but like you just got people with Apple Watches for just doing what?
Yeah, it is true.
What are they doing?
I don't like when people type on them. Or they scribble, like they write the letters. That drives me
and then like
nuts.
they're like talking on it, and it's like you have a phone in your pocket.
Yeah, just use your phone.
Yeah,
yeah, I agree. I also not a huge fan of the fact they're square.
Yeah, they look terrible too.
Yeah, I don't get that. But I heard the Samsung watch was not great either.
I had one, didn't care for it either.
I heard bad reviews.
I think it's just maybe it's just like smartwatches in general. I think they're tacky.
Yeah,
they're stupid.
Like, would you consider a Garmin a smartwatch?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. Shit. Well, I think gold bracelets suck.
I like Garmin because they have a golf app. You can get a golf, like Garmin Golf.
Yeah, I think I can actually go into here.
And then it uses satellite feeds to track your ball and distance and yardage and stuff. So that's kind of handy.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there is a golf thing in here somewhere.
Yeah.
I can pool, swim, bike, track, red mill. What is a red mill? Treadmill, I meant, but
no, I just think they're tacky.
That's fair.
I'd rather just have a watch, like a nice watch,
a cool watch. Yeah. I use this for I actually do
use this for work as well, probably, and tracking
steps.
Yeah,
yeah.
And your heart rate, probably.
I do check my heart rate because I think it's funny though, because I get anxious in certain things, and I'm like, oh, I can feel it, and then I check it. I'm like, yep, checks out. I got some news I think you'll care about. More than 83,000 cases of individually wrapped Kraft singles processed cheese slices are at the center of a new recall.
80,000?
Heinz said Tuesday that 83,000.
Oh.
That it's recalling the popular cheese after receiving several consumer reports of choking and gagging.
Yeah, but I almost gagged on them because it sticks to your top of your mouth, dude.
Is that what's going on?
It's kind of sticky. Yeah.
This is concerning.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, though.
Those cheeses with the best before date of January 2024, the 10th of January 2024 and the 27th of January 2024 are included in the recall.
Okay.
So, what's your thoughts on that? What do you think's going wrong?
Well, my guess is it's probably because I remember when I was eating cheese slices, it would get kind of like peanut butter in your mouth. It would get kind of like thick and like it would tend to stick to the top of your mouth. So I'm wondering if that is now like if people aren't eating it properly and they're just getting it stuck in their throats.
So digging in a little bit deeper here, you're not far off. It's the plastic isn't coming off, and some consumers are eating it without completely removing the plastic. They said they have since fixed the machine.
People were eating it with the plastic on?
That wrapped the affected slices.
So it wasn't the food inside. It was just the packaging.
Yeah, so I guess the plastic, when they would go to rip it off, it wouldn't completely come off. And then I guess they wouldn't notice. And they would just eat it with the plastic on.
I mean, it makes sense. You're just eating plastic with plastic.
It is plastic, yeah. I just don't get, like, sometimes I wonder, like, at what point is it personal responsibility?
Yeah.
Like, if you go buy Kraft singles, processed cheese, don't get me wrong, make great grilled cheese sandwiches.
But you know what you're getting into.
But you assume some risk in that process. Yeah. Like, you don't go in there and think this is a completely safe endeavor.
Yeah, it's like the hot coffee situation. It's crazy that they need to have warning labels for hot coffee.
Or, like, going to Denny's. Yeah. You might get murdered.
Yeah. There's a possible chance.
You pay the price.
For shootings. Yep. Yep. But you get a grand slam out of it. America's breakfast.
Yeah. Like, everything has a cost.
Yep. It's like going to an emo night.
You
might end up pooping.
You might end up pooping some magnesium.
Yep.
You might end up wearing eyeliner.
But you still pursue that because you got to get out there.
Yeah, you still go get the craft singles.
Got to experience it.
Yeah.
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 Life would be too short without weird experiences.
What's another risky place? Like a place that you just assume a negative with the positive? Like our local theater. I think that's a good example.
Yeah.
It's an absolute shithole.
Yeah.
Shout out to that theater.
Yeah.
But you go there because you want to watch the movie, but you also assume that you're probably going to be uncomfortable and the speakers may or may not work.
Yeah, and the lighting will be bad.
Yep. But you don't complain about it.
No.
Because you went in knowing it was going to be
It's like McDonald's. You keep going back.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. It's like, you assume the risk that you might have to shit your pants.
Yeah.
And in that risk, you might also still be in the McDonald's when you have to shit your pants, which is worse.
Yeah. I mean, McDonald's bathrooms are gross.
That's what I mean. Like, it's...
So...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like an X.
Yep. Yeah. No, I don't know what you mean, though. Keep going.
You know what you're getting into by going back to her?
Yeah, but you might shit your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you would, if you took enough magnesium, you'd crap yourself?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Do
you want to do that?
We could do it on this podcast.
Yeah.
We could take like a copious amount of magnesium and see who can
take about, what am I taking? 300 mgs?
I don't know. I don't
so
take
like,
it for you.
No, that's what I'm taking.
Okay.
It's 300. And then, so even if we tripled it, 900?
900. Tripled. Yeah, don't triple it, dude. 10 times. 10x, baby. 10x,
really? Like,
yeah.
Like 1,300.
Go to the top, dude. Blow your guts out.
Now, with that being said, I have been getting men's diapers and as advertisements on my phone recently.
Oh, really?
Don't know what that's about.
What have you been looking at on the internet?
I don't know. It could be. It might not just be me. It might be someone in my house as well, because cookies are like conglomerates. Right?
Yeah.
So,
did you ever try and clear them?
Nope.
Okay, well.
No. So yeah, men's diapers. I guess maybe they heard that I was taking some magnesium,
and they're like, this
guy's might need these.
Have you ever crapped yourself?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this.
Yep.
Yeah. Shoot.
Yep. That sucks being a grown man and pooping yourself, but
yeah, that's good. Shout out to them. Have you peed yourself?
No. Nope.
Have you witnessed someone pee themselves?
No, I don't think so.
I have.
Really?
Yeah. I went to a social once in my younger years, and we came back to the house, me and a few friends, and one of our buddies who had drinking a decent amount of alcohol took 5 on my bed because I was watching TV, and he's like, I'm going to lay here because this is a bed. And then all of a sudden I could hear some movement, some rustling about. I go walk over, and this man is not happy, but pretty hammered, and just trying to figure his way out of trying to like cover this up. I look at him, and he is covered in piss. And I'm like, did you piss in my bed, dude? And he said, yeah, but this is not my fault. And he was mad at me for being upset with him pissing in my bed. So then I was like, okay, you just got to go to sleep. Eventually went to sleep. The next day, I said, can you just clean the sheets and stuff and make sure it's cleaned up?
Yeah.
I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
So he took them home, and his mom washed my bed sheets that he pissed in.
Fuck yeah. That's a fuck you to that guy. Right
That's
there.
a man.
Yeah. Mom, you clean these.
God. I can't believe he brought them to his mom, though.
Yeah, that's wild.
That he didn't clean them. But he did bring them back clean and fresh. And
nice.
Yeah, had that mattress still for a little while after. What do you do? Do you throw out the mattress?
No, I don't think so. Because I have a mattress cover on mine?
Yeah, but they don't completely work.
No,
I think they 90%, like they do a decent amount. But I think they would have to be like rubber to completely work, which would be funny.
Just don't pee your bed, I guess. Try not to do
just
that.
to ripping off the edges.
Onto the carpet. Yeah. No, mattress covers are cool. Glad that was an invention that we did.
Do you think we could have solved, like not had to use mattress covers if we would have just kept water beds?
No, probably. Yeah, they were just rubber mattresses. Because my back. Have you ever slept on a water bed?
No. Is it bad?
It's bad.
Like, it's what does it feel like?
It feels real bad, especially because like it doesn't like. I like my mattress relatively firm.
Okay.
And the waterbed I was sleeping on at the time was not firm.
Okay.
And when you jump into it, it does this. It like because the water's moving. Then there's no things in there to stop the water from flowing in between it. And then if you don't fill it up enough, it'll like. Remember when we were in Minneapolis and we had that bed that would move? And I was sleeping. I was sleeping on my stomach, and you decided to put it in a V shape.
Yeah, that was great.
And my spine got fluid in it and expanded, and I was locked up.
That was unbelievable.
That's exactly what that was like sleeping on a waterbed.
That was the greatest
because it was like it would it would cave in.
Yeah.
To wherever you were sleeping.
Just compress your lower back. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucked.
Push your spine out your stomach. Yeah, that's good, dude. If you would have taken some magnesium, you would have been fine.
Yeah. So yeah, that was not great.
Who had a waterbed though?
One of my friends growing up
had a waterbed.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could buy waterbeds.
Well, no, like he got it donated to him or something. It was like a gift.
It's just a cow stomach or something.
It's all sewed together.
Is it that friend? If you know what I mean, was it that friend?
No, it was not that friend.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, I've never tried a waterbed, but they look terrible too.
Yeah, not great. And like, there's always that anxiety of it popping, right?
Yeah.
And you got like gallons of water just in your living room.
I think too, like
your bedroom.
What you could do though, if you could solve the pee problem by just catheter, hook it up to the waterbed like a one-way valve.
Oh yeah.
So if you did need a pee, you just fill that sucker up.
Yeah, that's true. And then drain it every like 6 months. No, because it will eventually get full.
You could do too, like if you were kind of like a driven person and you had like motivation and goals and stuff like that, like to kind of like deserve laying on a soft bed, start with it empty, and the only time you fill it up is when you pee.
Yeah.
So the more you're drinking water, electrolytes, whatever it is.
Yeah. It's called progress.
Yeah, the fuller your bed gets.
Yeah.
So by like year 6 or something like that, you're on a comfy bed. But you worked for it.
Yeah, and you came a long way. Yeah, you were very hydrated. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of coming a long way, would you also put like all fluids in there?
May as well, right?
You could
may as well.
Imagine cleaning, emptying that water, dude.
Well, it's not water. It's piss and semen. So, yeah.
But imagine pulling
that cork and just...
it's like sour milk.
Oh, I'm going to puke, dude. It's like curdled...
or it pops in your house. Starts flowing. Dang, you could smell all your sins. Dude, that's a haunted house right there, man.
Yeah.
You let that soak into the floorboards.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'll be that monster house, when the house comes alive. That's what that
should imagine, those meters that they bring into the house that kind of bounce if there's a ghost nearby. They walk in. This thing's just flying.
Yeah, someone fucked you. Someone
everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere. They blacklight it. It's like,
dripping down.
It's all in the bed. What is going on?
Oh man, that's unbelievable. Yeah, but water beds, I think they should.
Now that we're on the topic of semen.
Okay.
Do you think us as men will ever evolve to the point where we already have our skin removed?
Whoa, that is not the direction. What are you saying? What are you saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea. Oh, like on our I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now.
Do you think if we keep chopping it off, do you think evolution will eventually do it for us?
You mean like we'll all be circumcised?
Yeah.
Could have just said it that way. Because I thought you just meant that we'd evolve to just have no
skin
on our body. I was like, what does it have to do with
the Red Man group?
And why would we evolve for that?
Yeah, no, like, because some of us have that skin and some of us don't. So
Yeah, but you get cut off.
Yeah, exactly. Is there going to be a point where
your body just recognizes that
we are doing this and we'll just evolve to not have it anymore?
It's a good question. I don't think so, Tor.
No?
No.
I think we do.
Yeah?
Yep. Give a monkey a typewriter, right?
And they'll write Shakespeare.
Yep. I think if we just keep doing it enough.
Yeah. How many monkeys do you think it would take until we didn't have a foreskin? How many monkeys on a typewriter until we're all circumcised?
Probably an infinite amount. Yeah.
Give a monkey.
Give a monkey a typewriter, he'll cut your dick off.
Oh, dude, that's rough though. When you hear about that, eh?
Yeah.
Just losing it in battle before you even knew you're in battle.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Rest in.
Lest we forget.
Pieces, really.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how long do you think it'll be?
Oh, it's got to be hundreds of thousands of years, I think.
Yeah.
That's assuming we make it that far.
I think.
And us as a generation, I hope we do, just to see that.
I think if it happens in the next
5 years, yeah.
Yeah. If it happens.
Yeah. Do you think there's babies born without it already?
I'm sure there is.
One-offs?
There's babies born with everything, dude.
That's true. And nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen. That's UNICEF, right?
Yep. So yeah, that was one of my things I thought about.
You got more on there?
I do. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Fire them at me.
How often do you think of the Roman Empire?
When you mentioned that, I watched a 22-minute video of the quick history of the Roman Empire yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. I think about it probably twice a week.
Yeah, I do. At least that. That's pretty accurate though. Why do you think that is? Like.
Because, it was a society that lasted for what?
Long time,
right? What is it, 10,000 years or something?
I don't know what it is.
A long time.
You think I'd know
I'm
after
just throwing
watching
numbers
like
out
22.
there, hey?
Yeah, 10,000 seems a long time.
Yeah, maybe 1,000 years. I don't know.
Yeah, a couple thousand maybe.
2,000, yeah. It was a while.
Yep.
And it seems that everybody that came out of there, all the leaders, the philosophers, they were all well educated.
Yeah, there was periods.
They're still being talked about to this day.
So I discovered yesterday that there was a bunch of different periods of Rome and rulers, but there was really they call it the bright ages or whatever, and that's the ones we hear about. Other than Nero, he was kind of just before that. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know that it was pretty far back, and the way it got established was it reminded me of, it wasn't directly the same, which made me curious, kind of like Australia.
Just a bunch of prisoners.
Yeah. It was like rejects and prisoners kind of thing. And it was on a trade route, Rome. And they just started accumulating people. And I'm sure there's more detail.
People also say it's very similar to the States, like how the U.S. is now one of the world's largest powers. Rome was technically one of the largest powers at the time. And it just all of a sudden ceased to exist.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a collapse. And it went through different phases. Like it had emperors and dictators and lords and then democracy and no democracy. It was like they just flipped back and forth. Yeah,
and they just kept pushing.
Yeah, they just kept taking land.
Yeah,
and they that's wild. It's unbelievable. Yeah, there's a good reason people think of it.
Yeah. Now it's apparently just dudes and a few girls every now and then.
How as a girl are you not thinking about it though? Because I'm pretty sure Egypt was in the Roman Empire.
It was
because I think from
Cleopatra.
And Caesar. Put Cleopatra in power.
Yeah.
And then he got like.
Well, they think that Cleopatra was part Greek or something.
Greek, oh yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Checks out. I got her on my leg.
Yeah. So, R.I.P.
Sister.
Shout out.
Sister.
Shout out.
Homie.
That's my home. That's my dog.
That's my dog. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's cool. They battled. I think that's a big thing.
Battles are huge. Yeah, the Colosseum was cool.
Like, I think if we were born in like an Eastern civilization, we'd look up to like the Mongols, or as you would say, the mongrels.
The Mongoloids, yeah.
Like that, we'd be
Mongolians.
We'd be like thinking about Genghis Khan every.
Almost slipped up. Almost did like a little Chinese accent there.
You can do it. Do it.
Nope.
See what happens.
Can't do it. Nope.
See if you get.
Genghis Khan would come out and kill me. What was it? Genghis Khan. We all have like some sort of his DNA. That's how much.
Yeah, it's like a huge amount of the population has like.
That's crazy.
The guy just motored.
Yeah.
He's just repopulating.
Wild. And he also decimated a large percentage of the population too.
Yeah, he kind of wrote off a lot of people, I think. Yeah. I found out that him and because I was always curious. I'm like, how did he never meet up with the Western culture, the European culture? But apparently, Alexander the Great's army was moving that way, and he was moving towards them, kind of thing. And Alexander the Great's army said, "We're not going to go any further," because they're scared of falling off the edge of the earth. So they stopped.
That's why they quit. Hey.
Yeah, that's nutty.
That's funny.
They're like, we're not following you any further because we're getting close to the end of the earth. Now, I'm pretty sure that's true. I'm like 99% sure that's true.
Thank God for that, hey.
But yeah, that would have
just kept going.
Dude, what an epic battle though.
Yeah, that'd have been sweet.
There's nothing dudes like more than an epic battle.
Yeah.
A journey.
Something to die for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A warrior, Yeah. Someone with missing 3 fingers and a beard.
Yeah. And he has a purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And the one thing I did hear was like in the turning of Rome at one point, people went from warriors to soldiers. And I thought that's an interesting way of putting it. Like, so instead of warriors fighting for the country, like to protect it, to protect the walls and stuff, they became soldiers of the Roman military.
The government.
So they were just almost employees of the government, which I thought was really interesting because you don't really hear about like warriors now, but that's because everybody who would be considered that as a soldier.
A paycheck,
yeah. Isn't that weird?
That is weird, yeah.
I could see you being a warrior out there.
What kind of warrior?
Like an Irish guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool because mom's Scottish, so.
Yeah, and dad's Greek, so.
Yeah. Is he?
I think that's what we found out from Zacharias, wasn't it? Yeah. What army would you think in Rome? Like, what would your role be in Rome?
I'd like to think of myself as the guy with like one of those purple robes, and I just drink wine and eat cheese and grapes. But like people come to me for like jokes and like relief.
Like a gesture?
No, like a comical philosopher. Like a philosopher, but I'm comical about it. You know?
Yeah, like
I'm a narcissist.
Like you're like a ancient Riddler.
Yeah, like I mix up words and stuff, and I don't stay in one spot very long, so I'm always touring.
They're like, there he is.
Yeah, there's that fat guy in that purple robe that eats just grapes and cheese slices. There's that guy.
Oh, he's choking on plastic.
Your mom must not take the wrapper off.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think he meant to do that. I think there was a metaphor for something.
Yeah, exactly.
They look into everything you do.
Yeah. No, I think that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'd be.
I think I'd be a lowly shepherd,
Yeah.
Just in the countryside, herding
Calling
sheep.
your flock.
Yeah. Chopping grain, to make bread.
Yeah. And then like someone would come and like take all your shit, and then you get upset, and then you'd start a rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I like this.
Yeah.
And then what side of the rebellion would you be?
Whoever's paying. So
whoever's got the grapes.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's got the grapes? Yeah. and the good wine. That's where I'd like, and I'm like always kind of half shirtless. Like I got like just
and just a little titty out.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have like a gold like. Not a brochure.
Brooch.
Brooch. Yeah, one of those.
Or a brochure.
Yeah. Where are we going? This is what I've noticed that's really good in this country. Athens is the best cheese.
Yeah, all of these are just cheese and wine places, Torrie. We're going into battle.
Yeah. All I'm telling you is there's a lot of world out there. You got to experience it. Yeah. And I'm just like a little drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Just like not enough to like.
You're like the Mad Catter or whatever, Mad Hatter, whatever it is.
Oh, there's a battle here. I wonder if I got cheese and wine I can have. I kind of like fall out of the cart a bit, stumble.
And it's you pass out.
Yeah, and my hair is like, I have like that bald thing with like, and then like hair here. Yeah. Then I got one of those like crowns, those fern crowns or whatever. And it's kind of pointy. And I just like,
and me and the army are out there fighting, fighting to get my farmland back.
And I'm just like, oh, this would make good grape soil.
you end up taking my farmland. This is great for grapes.
Yeah. And then somehow we get on the conversation of talking to people through some sort of newsletter that comes out once a week.
Yeah. And we call it the Wine and Cheese
Wine and Warriors
Times.
Yeah. And that's
the shepherd and the glutton and the guilty. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
Glutton and the guilty.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think that'd be good.
Just me and you talking into megaphones.
Yeah. But in all honesty, I'd probably just end up being a slave or something.
Oh, jeez.
Someone would take advantage of me somewhere.
What would they do to you? Just
put me to hard labor and then realize I'm not very good at that.
So they just fuck you.
No. They'd be like, this guy would be good bait for
the military.
Yeah, so they just put me out in a field somewhere. I have a mental breakdown in the middle of the field, and they just like go to mercy kill me, and they don't because they feel bad for me, and then that's when the warriors come. So,
oh jeez, they just put this crying man
and I'm like in a diaper. I'm in like a diaper, like a man diaper.
They just give you. They had magnesium back then.
Yeah.
Just making you chew like magnesium.
Jokes on me. It's like white phosphorus, and I'm just burning all the time in the inside. Because that's what they told me. They're like, this is new stuff we found.
I could see you being like a fake doctor.
Yeah.
Just kind of like
I've just enough information on things that
and you say words that nobody knows what they mean.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you just got a bad case of the ship.
Yeah.
What? It's fine.
You got the ship shits. It's simple.
You've been on a ship lately, haven't you?
Yeah. I can tell there's a lot of water in your dung.
Just as you bite it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that'd be weird. It'd be funny though. Yeah, I could see me doing that too. Like a snake oil salesman.
Yeah. What would be what's your favorite thing about that time period?
Probably like that they had coliseums where people would, and I shouldn't say that that's my favorite, but it's kind of cool.
It's the past.
Would you watch?
Yeah. I mean, if you grew up in that time, I guess
you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to guess maybe someday people will look back and be like, how could people play football?
Yeah. Constantly brain damaging. Yeah, it's true.
Did you ever see that Coliseum that they filled with water?
It was the Coliseum.
That was the one that they filled with water. Okay.
Yeah, they had a water battle.
And then they'd have full-size ships.
Yeah. Well, not full size. What they did is they filled the water. The whole thing was filled up about 5 feet deep, and then the ships were flat bottom ships.
Oh, like what do you mean? So they would just
they weren't like they weren't like this.
Pointed at the bottom.
They were like flat, so that they could be maneuver around the 5 foot deep water.
Oh, so then
they'd not simulate. They'd actually kill each other, but they'd have battles.
That's wild, eh?
Yeah, that's cool.
Imagine that.
And that place held 50,000 people.
Who wins in a war? World War I soldiers. They whatever way you slice it, they get the same tools. They get the same weapons.
Okay.
So either the World War I soldiers are getting the Roman weapons, or the Roman weapons are getting the World War I. Who's winning?
What do you mean? Like who's World winning? War I people versus Romans?
Yep.
World War I.
Why is that?
Technology.
I just said they get the same weapons.
Oh, they all get the same weapons?
They all get the same.
Okay, I'm going with World War I, with the Romans having World War I weapons. World War I would still win.
I think you're right. I think they went through quantity. Their move was quantity.
Yeah. I just don't know how Romans would react to mustard gas.
Yeah, that's fair.
And airplanes.
That would also be tough.
And machine guns.
But they have them too, right?
Would they? Which way does this go? Like, yeah, and the roast themselves. Or they'd blow into it, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. When you're right, man.
But on the other hand, if World War I guys were using weapons from Roman times,
let's say that.
Yeah, it'd be different.
I think the Romans would win.
Yeah, for sure, because they know their weaponry.
Yeah, and they probably. Do you think they're bigger people? I've never looked into this, but
I would say maybe more physically fit, but also World War I times, guys were also fit back then too. Yeah. Like it was. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. They're probably all like 5'5" though. I feel like Romans were short.
I love how like the Roman era is like glorified, and of course they had disease and whatever else, but it's pretty glorified. They built beautiful structures, all that stuff, and then you get to like the Dark Ages where there's knights and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's just shitty.
It's scary.
Like there's like 3 things that are cool.
Yeah,
they gave each other shillings.
Yeah,
there's plagues.
Well, I mean,
and there's castles.
The Romans had coins as well. They were the first to develop some sort of currency.
Yeah, right? But in movies you never see like a cool scene where some guy
drop shillings. Yeah, they never have like coins in a sack in Roman times. You know,
they're always just weighing shit. Yeah, it's like
or
one
that
guy
stupid like what is that with like beads on a rope.
Yeah, I feel like those were the Teslas of the day. One guy came up with it, and everybody just wanted to show that they could also do that thing. So they're like, they just used it because they could. He's like, dude, I have a chicken. Just trade me your Ford
bead counter.
Yeah, trade me that bag of lentils. Yeah. He's like, no, we gotta weigh it. We gotta use the scale, man. It's just the way it is. Yeah. It's like, is it new? Did you get a new scale?
Yeah. Yeah, you like it? Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah,
just had to use it. Yeah. What time would you live in, though? Like, what would you rather live in? World War I time, Roman Empire. You remember, you're a young man.
I can't pick the time I'd want to live in.
Or the medieval time. Or you can pick a different one.
I want to be in the right after World War II. Like the early 50s to late 50s.
But you might be going to Vietnam then.
No, Vietnam was in the 60s.
Yeah, but you're going to...
I want to be just in the time period where our dollar was very strong.
Okay.
And you could do anything because education really didn't matter.
Yeah.
Up to a certain extent.
Yeah. And rules. There was less rules, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't really want to be a girl in the 50s.
I think you have to pick a time period though.
Okay, time
like
period.
if you pick now, like let's say you pick then at that time, you were going through World War II and maybe World War I.
Okay, now do I have the body that I have now? I just get teleported to those situations. Yep. Fuck.
Yep.
All of that's bad, dude. Me and the Roman, like
you might be good in the Roman or the medieval time because they'd be like, this guy's rich.
Because I'm fat. Yeah, that's right. That was a thing. Yeah, I'm Romans.
Romans, okay.
Yeah, just experience it because I feel like I have a better idea what World War I was about. I don't really have much idea about what Rome was like. I'd like to go there, see what it's about.
Yeah.
Do I get to come back or I have to stay there forever?
You stay there forever.
Fall of Rome or peak of Rome?
You know, peak. I'll give you the peak.
Okay, I'm choosing Rome. Choosing Roman Empire.
You're there forever, so your life ends at the fall. With the fall. Yeah. When Nero burns it down.
Okay.
Before he rebuilds it, you're dead.
Okay, all right.
Which isn't the end, but...
You put me in Pompeii, hey? Yeah. Well, you picked, man. That's the one you wanted. So.
Imagine if I had that power, right? The things I would do.
Yeah.
The places I would put you. You just show up. There's 2 other people there. What are they? All of a sudden you see the girl grabbing a fruit from a tree.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That made good cider.
This is gonna be bad.
I've heard of this. This is not good. Yeah.
Wait,
what does it taste like?
Yeah, you bite it.
oops.
Yeah. I wonder if that happened, eh? Just a big like
like God just pulls the lever and it just that sound of power coming off. That's what that was like.
And then powers back up and
and everything's just different.
Yeah.
And he goes over like an intercom, clears his throat. Yep. Shouldn't have done it. But now you're here. You got to sleep in the bed you made. Good luck.
I'll be back.
About 1,000,000 years. You won't know when I'm coming. But I'll be back. You'll know.
But I'm going to be there.
Be there. And then he plays like that like weird elevator, like on hold music for the rest of eternity.
And now we just don't know. It's always playing. We just don't hear it because it's been around for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do,
and then when he comes back, we hit the floor and you just hear ding.
Mm-hmm. And or he like powers it up again and you hear that.
Oh shit,
he's back.
Everybody hide.
Yeah. They were like the burrowers when they like have to hide in the holes and shit. You ever watch that movie as a kid?
It's the borrowers.
Burrowers, right?
The borrowers.
Is it the borrowers?
Yeah,
oh shit.
Because they borrow things from the house. You might be the greatest person at just coming up, like just getting so close to the right name.
I thought it was the borrowers. Holy shit.
That's a great movie though.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
That is a great movie. I remember watching it like by piece because it's always on TV.
Yep.
And I never was able to watch the whole thing.
Yep. For me, that's James and the Giant Peach.
Love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it in its entirety. Really? Just pieces.
I always wanted to eat the peach so bad. It looked so tasty.
To this day, hey?
Still want to eat the peach. Yeah. Torrie and the Giant Peach.
Yeah. Well, you got anything else on that device?
I got a few things. I don't know how, like, do you want to keep going? Because this
one.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Let's do another one. Let's do one more.
So I was scrolling on my phone or whatever. I don't know if you know who Jack Mack is. He's a Barstool guy. He tends to have a few good takes every now and then.
Okay.
He was talking about how, have you ever noticed that chicks will buy like expensive everything, like expensive stuff that I don't know anything about? Like, it's just like somehow that's expensive. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll buy it expensive and you're just like, oh, I didn't know that was expensive.
Can you give me an example?
So like garments, painting, furnitures, lights, artwork, stuff like house stuff, nice house stuff.
Yeah, home stuff.
But then like they'll have like a 20-inch TV.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, they like little TVs.
Yeah, and I've never put that together, but every house I've been to that's like a girl is the predominant person living there, they have just a tiny TV.
Yep, you're right. I think what it is they're much better at paying attention, like for a period of time than us as guys. So the bigger the screen is, the more stimulated we are. You know, there's more play. Like if you gave us a 100-inch screen TV, we could probably be good for 3 days because the amount of times we could make it through that whole screen with our eyes is going to be a decent amount of time. For them, they can pay attention to one thing for a little bit longer and like multitask, like so.
Yeah, that's a good point. Or like read a book.
Or cook.
Yeah. Or like take the dishes out of the dishwasher.
Or just wash them by hand.
Yeah.
Like a real, patch jeans.
Yeah.
Remove stains.
Take care of the kid.
Breastfeed.
Yeah. Anywho.
Be at our beck and call.
Yeah. Just be around, Be around.
Recover from the last time you got mad in the 1950s after I transported you there. You piece of shit. I don't condone anything this guy did in the 1950s. He was a real piece of work back then.
Still am, man. Still am. Don't know how I made it this far.
That's my theory, though. I'm going to go with that.
You're going to go with that? Yeah. Okay.
I think they're also better at taking care of things a lot of times. So I think a lot of girls have the TVs. This might be a hot take from. Okay.
Oh, you know what? This might be a hot take, but you just said that.
I'm going to sum up my two theories. Okay.
All right.
One.
Sum them up.
They need to be less stimulated by the thing on the TV.
Okay.
Guys need to be more stimulated. Thing number two. They got a TV when they moved out to go to university or college. They took care of said TV. They used it in their room, their dorm, whatever it is, took care of it, eventually moved into a house or an apartment after school when they dropped out, Now they still have said TV because they took care of it. Guys, on the other hand, usually do something stupid.
They'll break it.
They'll break it somehow. Yeah.
Now, my theory is girls just don't care to keep up with the technology that TV's like. They just don't.
Yeah, we're a little obsessed with that.
Yeah. And it might clash with the interior design that they're going for.
That's fair. Yeah, it takes up a lot of space. Yeah. They're kind of obnoxious.
Yep.
Okay.
There's that. I just don't think girls care what TVs are coming out and what's better.
Yeah, they're just good with
whatever they got.
Yeah. They'd rather have
couple Stanley coolers.
Yeah, like a couple of Stanleys they can
some
climb
cups
together.
And some candles.
More keychains.
Yeah, bracelets maybe.
Bracelets.
Sandals?
Scrunchies. Slides.
Yeah.
Slides.
Yeah.
Bags.
Accessories.
Yeah.
Which is funny because a TV would be an accessory.
Yeah, they could wear it, really. Yeah. Just hook a chain to it.
Well, that's what an Apple Watch is, essentially.
It's just a little TV on your wrist. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Why don't they make...
just a little TV.
Yeah, they should make stands.
How many years until they're sit in their bed eating some Halo Top ice cream.
And watching the Kardashians.
Yep. Yeah. Talking about they wish there was a Starbucks closer. And here we are with a podcast.
Yeah. We always keep somehow burning ourselves, you know? Like, would you forget that we're, like, on camera and talking sometimes?
No.
No, really?
No.
Okay.
I amp it up for the camera.
That's true. That you do.
Like, what do you mean burning ourselves? Like, with...
Like, we'll always say something stupid, and then I remember, we are actually stupid because
we are
in a little room with mics and thinking that people listen to this.
See, but the trick is, the people who think we're idiots, they're watching. And the people who think we're not idiots are also watching. Yeah. And what we could do, if we get enough viewers, to start to fight each other in the comments.
That'd be good.
And blow this thing up.
Yeah. What we should do is stage a breakup.
Between me and you?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, you know what would also be cool? If, like, we could get your parents divorcing on this thing or something. Like, not that they would actually, like, just a stage. That's terrible. You know what? Strike that. That would be great content.
It would be. I could see the Pauls doing it.
Yeah, I could see too. That's some shit. I'm just joking, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
That's some shit that they would do. Is just, like, disowning my brother.
Yeah, and then to have, like, a goofy thumbnail.
Killing my dog. Just something, like, stupid. Yeah. Well, dude, you ready to close this thing out?
We can shut her down.
Well, if you guys like the podcast, you guys laughed a little bit, you got mad at us, you think we're idiots, share it with a friend, share it with a family member, grandma, grandpa.
Yeah. Just thanks for keeping up with us this far. Yeah.
We appreciate it. And if we're on a little screen TV, ladies, hello. You can see my little hand.
Maybe bigger movements.
Yeah, bigger movements. Catch you in the next one.
Take care, fakes.